That's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts. I used to keep items, things, maps, that's crazy. How you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that.
Swaggy. Swaggy. Swagger.
In the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto district of Seattle.
Swagger.
We wrap up our Monday night schedule with another great matchup here in Week 17. As it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Set now to wrap up a busy week of football. Happy to have you with us. And, folks, we are underway on Monday Night Primetime. And he is out of bounds as they'll start past the 30.
Swaggy.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal.
And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. Now he's free at the 35. And touchdown Seattle. Ken Walker. 67 yards. And the Seahawks will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Okay,
now the Seahawks are going to elect to go for two here.
The Seahawks will line up for the two-point conversion.
19, 70 Rangers. 79 Broncos.
That's caught. Get in to make it 8-0. They wasted no time showing how aggressive they're going to be in this game. They get the quick score, and then they go for two, CD.
Surf's up, partner. And when surf's up, you ride the wave. They felt great about that quick drive, put it in the end zone. Why not go for two? They felt comfortable with the play call that they had.
And the home crowd loves it.
At their own 35-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at their 35-yard line. A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Set. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Go.
Willis looking to throw it. They'll get this one complete to Atwell. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Velus Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this is now a 1-point game.
Miska, Mickey Mouse.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
It's the Mickey Mouse. It's the Mickey Mouse.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes it's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. The Seahawks at 10-5 to start play. And they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful. I expect them to do just that.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
At the 47-yard line.
Go. Cougar 19.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And down inside the 40 or around the 38. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
10 yards and a Seattle first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And going right back to Walker. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the Panthers.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 20-yard line.
At the 20-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Go.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Well, a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
70 Timberwolves. 19.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
60. Panther 11. 19 tight. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
They'll look to throw. That is caught. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
It's a gain of 18. That's another Seahawks.
60 batches.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. Keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to widen their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
They haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. They're given 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets' sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house. So they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Come on, come on. 18.
Now they'll look to Willis to pass it here. And that one too far in front. He could.
Nice one, man.
Reel it in. It's incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
With a quick throw completed by Willis. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Here's Willis. And a quick throw here that's complete. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now the shotgun is Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
19-18.
Here's Willis. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Mark Andrews, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers have come back to make it a 2-point game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in the touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Down the left sideline, inside the 20, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Kenneth Walker with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Now Willis to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Already know I got shit on go. Money calling, gotta go. You gotta go if you play, you troll. Fresh is on the go. Got trying to snatch out my soul. Running back pockets on swole. Young, got a whole lot of money up to
Okay, break.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Cowboy 80. Ready?
They do go for this. Here's Willis. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Up the middle, here's Walker. The 20. Now he's loose again. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2.
The Seahawks will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And now they'll shift things around.
Ready.
And he is into the end zone for 2 more as the lead moves up to 16. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Swagger.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again. That's going to be caught. And this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown.
Muska, Mickey Mouse.
Run it back, baby. That's Shane.
The Panther offense.
Shane.
They'll go for 2. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Over under 3 plays, true.
Taking it about the 1.
It's been moved.
And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
DMV. Ready. Check, 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 check. Laser.
Here's the Seattle offense.
Baltimore.
Drive underway.
Mountain. Skilladada.
Home stretch here toward halftime, and to this point, this has been an exciting offensive explosion for both sides.
That was Jewish.
Everyone in the stadium's going to have to regroup a little bit, including the 2 of us. Yeah, I think we have to get a little oxygen.
Shane works for the Mossad.
And see what we can get going for the second half. The same as these teams, because right now everything's working really well. Can someone come up with something to slow them down?
Yeah, both defenses back on their heels.
Ready.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
Eat my fucking testes, pussy!
246 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Come on, go.
And Walker once more.
Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Ready.
Straight ahead, Walker. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Now a run with Walker.
And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Room here to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Kenneth Walker
On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
This is for you.
Here we go now as they will again try for 2.
Let's
The
go.
Seahawks will line up for the
Back to 60.
2-point
Back to 60. Ready, ready.
They're going to try and run. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out.
22. Michael Dixon to kick off.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Velus Jones now from his end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Got you, buddy.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready.
Now 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Here we go. Hiking.
Throwing Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Yeah, to the Mickey Mouse, buddy. 17 seconds. You're passing with your fucking running back.
Read was covered, just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Willis.
Ring a bell, buddy.
And that'll be incomplete with 11
I get pressure, though.
seconds remaining now.
I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And there'll be time for maybe one.
Give you a hint what play I'm doing.
For halftime. Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Okay,
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was on the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try to cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Right back to Hubbard.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Now they'll look to Willis to throw.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression,
Football
shot
action.
on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
19 side, Panther 11, Panther 11.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Higgins. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be fourth down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Warriors 17.
They do go for it. Here's Willis. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Touchdown, Carolina.
Trey Palmer.
64 yards.
And the Panthers take a chance, but they find pay dirt on fourth and goal.
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Now,
He's nervous.
here we're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Boy, it's only a one-score game. Third quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Let's go. 79, Panther 60, trap 60, trap 60. Mustang 19.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. Get down on their side of the field, get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Here we go. Check. Here we go.
Hand off here to Walker.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 36.
At the 36-yard line. That's a gain of 7. Brings up third and 3.
Walker with another carry. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12.
Now they'll audible to something else. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Third down and 10. From the gun, it's Walker.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
An audible here to get a new look.
Cup 19! Cup 19! Warriors, Buffalo 18!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
He'll try to do it himself.
And I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up.
The tackle made by Boye Mafe.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19, 18. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Willis looking to throw it. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
And they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Willis out of the gun. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on Monday Night Primetime. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10.
Willis will look to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
EA Sports. It's a game.
By forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 79 Broncos. Ready.
Now Willis. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Throw left side taken in by Palmer.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
It's second and 8 on the Seahawks.
60 Eagles. 18, pioneer.
Now Willis to throw. This one swung out here to Jones.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Velus Jones
with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. And don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. What a way to wrap up the week in the NFL. All tied on this Monday night as the kick is away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Back to Walker on first down. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Again, it's Walker. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 45-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue being productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll give it up to the big man Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker, 34 yards. And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. An extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. To about the 40-yard line.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there's a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Ready?
Now Willis. Now he'll tuck this and run. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9.
60. Connecting.
Back to throw, Willis. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Micah Parsons in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
18 Cardinal.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Here's Willis. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Hot 70. Warrior 70. Cuddy.
Willis, 4th down, has to have it. He'll try to do it himself.
Here's Higgins out of the right side. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense.
Underrated.